In 2009, 950 people died in the state of California as a direct result of someone who decided to drive under the influence. They grabbed those keys after they had even one drink can put you in the state where you're going to crash your vehicle where you normally wouldn't. Now, that's just the people that actually died. If you consider their family, their friends, their co-workers, their acquaintances, that number, it more than triples. It's just outrageous, the number of people that are affected by each case where someone decides to drive after they've been drinking. All this could have been prevented. It's on each individual to ensure that they make the right decision when it comes to driving impaired, and also when it comes to stopping their friends, even strangers, from driving after they've had a little bit too much to drink. My name's Steve Robson, and I am a victim of drunk driving. Today we're going to talk about the law, we're going to go over some statistics, and we're going to go over some scenarios and what you can do to prevent this. The law in California is if you're driving with a blood alcohol content of 0.08 or above, you can be convicted of DUI and detained, sent to jail. In some cases, depending on how reckless the driving is, even if you have 0.01, you can be arrested for DUI. It's all case by case, but 0.08, you're probably going to be detained. In 4 counties in the state of California, if you're convicted of a DUI, you are required to have an ignition interlock system installed in your vehicle. It's basically a breathalyzer test for your vehicle to even start up and not playing around. State and local law enforcement routinely set up checkpoints where they'll stop all traffic on one main street and they'll test every single driver that passes through to determine whether or not that person has been drinking and driving. If they're 0.08 or above, and detain those people. In some counties, it's a felony depending on your BAC. It's usually, if you're at 0.2 or above, you're going to be convicted of a felony. Felony on your record, it's going to shut your life down. It's really hard to overcome that. Statistics, in 2007, 12,998 people died in the United States across the nation as a result of DUI. 203,000 people were arrested for DUI. Now that's counting fatalities and just stopped, cops thought they were driving funny, pulled them over, arrested. Boom, 203,000 cases. It's ridiculous. The average cost for a survivor of a DUI is $115,000. $115,000, that's to cover for damage, medical bills, and it's not all coming out of the culprit's pocket. The majority of that is paid by taxpayers. So it's you guys that are paying for these people that chose to make the wrong decision. The average cost in the state of California, if you're convicted, that's going to cost you out of pocket is $10,828. All because you had 2 $3 shots at the bar and decided to drink. Boom, cops pulled you over, $10,828 is coming out of your pocket. How much was it for a cab? $30, but instead you're paying over $10,000 out of the pocket. 20% of insurance payouts go to cover damage caused by DUI drivers. You're 3 times more likely to be the victim of a DUI after dark at nighttime. Now, what we can do to prevent this is have a plan for yourself. From the minute that you decide, hey, I'm going to go out and drink tonight, have a plan from there all the way until the time you get back to your house, till you walk through your front door. Have that plan laid out. It's not hard. You can do that. What else can you do? If you get yourself in a situation where you're at a bar, you're at a party, you've had too much to drink, you drove there, you can ask for a ride. It's a lot easier to ask for a ride from a party back to your house than to ask for someone to go to the bail bondsman, bail you out of the drunk tank, and then take you back home. Call a cab, we went over that. Don't drink. That's another option. You don't have to drink to have a good time. But if you do drink, it's just so much easier to plan it out and go from there. If you see your friends drinking too much, same thing. Do you want their night to end up where they kill someone, kill themselves, get injured, go to jail, anything? I mean, there's one situation where I was golfing with a friend and he had too much to drink on the course. So when he wasn't looking, I went in his golf bag, I took the keys and put them in mine. End of the day, he thought he lost the keys on the course. He ended up taking a cab home, but I saved him from a potential situation where he could have killed somebody. If you're at a bar and you see a stranger about to hop in that car, you can call the police. You're not going to get in trouble. You know, you're probably saving him and somebody else at the same time. You can drive that person as well. You can say, hey, listen, I don't know you, but this is what can happen as a result of you getting behind the wheel right now. I'll drive you home. In 2002, when my best friend David Cortez decided to get behind the wheel after having too much drinks, he subsequently crashed into another vehicle. He died. He killed a 13-year-old girl and her mother. From that moment on, I decided right then and there that I would never get behind the wheel after drinking too much. And I stopped everybody that I could in my power. I've done it multiple times. It's not hard. Sometimes you feel bad, but you really are making a difference in multiple lives, even people you don't know. So now you know some of the statistics, you know the law, and you know what you can do to prevent further occurrence of DUIs. Thank you for listening, and thank you for your time.